to Vivid Buffalo. My name is Angela Miklas, and I'll be reading to you from Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie. And we'll just take some time to ground and breathe and read through a daily meditation to help us set an intention for our life or our evening or for 5 minutes. So we'll get to that in just a second. I have some exciting news. We actually put in an order today for 2 new designs. So for the fall, we're going with a really fiery, beautiful orange autumnal buffalo face and a black and white version. So more of like a grayscale face on a black hoodie or t-shirt, and amazing. Like, I'm so excited. I got to see the shirts today with the design on their colors. They're gonna have the Vivid Buffalo tags in them. Just thrilling. So tonight I'm actually going to work on designing the yoga pants and gear to go with the sweatshirts and the t-shirts. And the beauty is we're carrying these things locally. So within 4 weeks, we'll have a bunch of gear that you can come and buy. So more details to come on that. I did share the designs in my story yesterday, but I have a lot of stuff to share because I'll post the new designs, and I'm gonna be teaching yoga classes. So Vivid Buffalo Yoga at the Niagara Climbing Center, and that's a really beautiful, intimate space. So I'm just like eager to get started, and I want to throw some classes on the calendar so people get used to coming back to the space. And get some classes back on Vivid Buffalo's Eventbrite. So the Niagara Climbing Center is conveniently located on Strad Avenue, so it's right off of Niagara Falls Boulevard in the North Tonawanda area. Tons of parking, really convenient, really beautiful room. So I'll post some pictures that I did for a photo shoot in that room. But yeah, I'm super excited to get back to teaching and sharing yoga with folks in that room. It's been a very long time, and really happy to get back to it. So there's retail, there's classes, and at the classes we'll have our gear. So when you come to the classes, you can check out, well, in like 3 or 4 weeks, I'll have the gear. The plan will be to have the gear on site when we teach. And the retail will be expanding. We already offer paint kits for our paint classes. We're going to jazz those up a little bit. So a lot more to come, and I'm super excited about it. Oh, and then today we strategized on getting the mural onto the wall this morning. We have everything gridded out, and then working on some projection tonight. So really making some progress at the mural on Hertel Avenue at India's Gate. Then this afternoon, we met with the Reach Charter School and went over the design ideas for the next 2 rooms that we'll be working on for that. And I am so excited. One is an author's room, and one is a sports themed room, and we're bringing in 3D elements. We're bringing in QR codes that link to education. We are talking about things like augmented reality apps, and it's just so fun to sit down with people that are so creative when it comes to education. The school is so amazing in that each one of their rooms has a theme and they really work hard to bring it to life. So it's not just like paintings on a wall, like you're part of it and you can reach it and touch it and grab a book off of the wall where a picture from the story is painted and there's educational information to the side of it. So this is like my jam. So I went to school specifically to work in the education department at the Buffalo Zoo, even working in marketing and creating signage and things like that. So um, full circle, like working on this project for Reach Charter School is absolutely like lighting me up right now. So, and actually just saying it out loud, I'm like a little like happy tears, like so exciting. So we're working on 2 more rooms at Reach Charter School, and then 3 other murals planned for the next, well, for however long all of these things take that I just mentioned. So yeah, we're busy, guys, and everything's really coming together and moving and flowing in a way that's just like amazing. Like I'm personally growing in my movement practice. I'm taking an aerial silks class Thursday that I'm really excited about at the Bird's Nest, and I'm actually considering dance. And this is coming from a person who did not dance at their own wedding. My movement, well, like a very long time ago, when I first moved to Buffalo, it was because I had a broken neck and I was healing from that. And it took like so many years to heal from that whole situation mentally and physically. And I was like just personally like very rigid with my body and movement. I remember it was probably like 6 months after I had broken my neck, and I went to step, just like a step down from a curb, and it hurt so much, and I was like so amazed at like how much pain I was still in that many months later. So I learned to hold myself in a certain way to support my spine and just be like very cautious with my movement. I remember another time like being out, hiking maybe even further past the 6-month mark because I was like out in the woods and feeling more confident. And still like having concern about like, okay, how do I get up on this log and how do I get over here? And, just being like very ginger and very careful with my movement. So, dancing just kind of like wasn't in the cards for me, but over the pandemic, or at least I didn't think it was, and it wasn't something that I really thought about, but, yoga was definitely something, and I love, biking and exercise and that kind of thing. And then over the pandemic and through my yoga teacher training prior to the pandemic, so that laid a lot of groundwork for just becoming less rigid of a human being. And then the pandemic gave way to like a lot of home practice and not studio practice. So like my movement became different. And so now it's like evolving into almost a dance and, doing a lot of this stuff. And to be honest, I don't really know what it is. I'd like it to find a home, or just like it feels transitional. It feels like, something's brewing. So I'm excited to figure out what that is. So all of that to say that I'm going to explore dance classes soon too, to even express a little bit more in that way. So yeah, just wonderful. And then even with like my photos and like having so much fun going back and playing with some of the old ones and, getting some new ideas. Always thinking about, developing my practice in that way. So like it's funny how all these things connect. When I was at the charter school earlier, we were talking about the sports themed room and bringing in some 3D elements there, but also like having silhouettes. So maybe somebody's throwing a football, but it's just like the silhouette of the person. And then, through that conversation, like now I want to play with some of my silhouette photos that I did by the lake. So that'll be like when I find spare time. um, Maybe the next photos I play with and put on Instagram. So it's just been like a lot of fun and a lot of creativity, um, and an amazing day. So, and it's so cool to be here and know that I have projects out there in the world moving. So, um, all really good stuff. With that, let's get into our reading today from Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie, which I got an opportunity to listen to today because my yoga teacher, who's my mentor, it was her birthday, which is awesome, and she forgot her yoga bag, so she didn't have her yoga book that she typically reads from. And so this happened to be not in this terrible condition, but Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie happened to be in the studio, or they keep that in the studio for the teachers to use. So she picked up that book and read to us from that, and I just thought it was a really amazing reading, and I'm so glad to start my day with it, and then now I'm like closing out my day with it too. So I think that's pretty fun. And thank you for sharing that with me. So wherever you are, ground. So take time to press through all four corners of your feet. If you're seated, press through your sit bones. Ground deeper. On an inhale, draw your shoulders up towards your ears. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Down and back your spine. And then start to notice your internal vibration. So it's your breath, it's your heartbeat. You can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach, allowing your breath to move freely in and out. And just starting to notice what that feels like. Today's reading from Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie. Learn to be present. I haven't been able to give you much materially, he said. Not jewelry, diamonds, gold, but the gift I've given you, what I've had to offer, is staying fully present for you. Presence is a gift. Staying fully present for friends, family, ourselves, our lives. Staying in the moment with our hearts open will change other people's lives and ours. So often, we've learned out of habit or fear to be only partially present, partially conscious for ourselves, others, and our lives. We aren't certain what we're feeling. Our attention and energy are diverted to the next place the next person, we're there, kind of. There is another way, a better way. One where we keep our hearts open and know what we feel. We take the risk of being vulnerable enough to share who we really are and to allow others to do the same. We become fully present for each moment and each person on our path. Yes, there are times when it isn't safe to be open, when energy of circumstance isn't right for us, but that usually reveals a lesson and dictates a choice. It may be time to learn, time to leave, time to feel, time to choose. Learn to release all that stands in the way of you and the present moment. Learn to let go of all that blocks you from being fully present for yourself and others. Give the gift of presence to yourself and to the world. Be fully present in your body this moment. Taking a deep breath in, filling all the way up. Exhale. Let it all go. Great work, my friends. Thank you so much for your support. For everybody that's waiting for new designs, which is such a beautiful thing to say, coming soon. Coming soon. The big order will be here within 3 weeks. I'm going to get on creating some of the pants to match these new designs, which I can't freaking wait to have myself. So know that they're going to get to Buffalo, New York as fast as I can possibly get them here. And as always, you guys, I do not do the messenger thing very often. I check it infrequently. So Angela at Vivid Buffalo for my email address, and please reach out for any questions or business inquiries or things like that. So see you tomorrow, friends.